Mission Monday update. My name is Sue Roskoff, and I am an ambassador here with Project Die Hard. And I am pleased and privileged to introduce the founder and president of Project Die Hard tonight. Brian Gibson will be joining us momentarily here to give us our updates from this past week. And we also have a wonderful guest joining us tonight that I am so excited to get a chance to have a bit of a chat with her. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and bring Brian in so we can find out all the great updates with Project Die Hard. Brian, welcome.
Well, hello. Thank you. God bless for everybody that helps this mission. Remember, it is Motivational Monday, so stay motivated, right? Yeah, a lot going on last week, rolling into this week. So I got to bring up this little thing. Where is it? Boom. There we go. This is the first thing that is happening this week. It's the first Wednesday of the month. So what does that mean? Fellowship breakfast. Praise be to God for the American Legion post out of Metropolis, Illinois. We got 2 more months of this breakfast. Just 2 more months until we find people to become patrons, or we find that one corporate patron. You get your logo on the banner that sits outside the IHOP or outside Five Brush. You get social media exposure. You get a 1-minute commercial on this podcast, and you get listed on the PDH website. I'm not a big marketing guy, but my team tells me that's a really good deal, $500 a month for all that. But I think our guest tonight will be able to answer that question better than me. Okay. This Friday on this channel, yes, we are going to do a veteran issue deep dive on veterans being church hurt. We got some great kingdom leaders on the panel. They're looking forward to answering this hard question. And in fact, we were talking earlier with the podcast team. Be on the lookout. I think it's May 3rd. We're going to be doing another deep dive. We'll let you know all the details as that rolls out. But if you have an issue that you want brought up, hey, we're the voice. I have no problem taking on an issue with veterans. Y'all know that. So, and then the 9th is PDH Give Back Day, second Saturday of the month. So, we got to ask, what are you going to do for Project Die Hard on that day? Are you going to come to the fob and lend a hand? Are you going to share a social media post? Are you going to do your own podcast to say, hey, Project Die Hard is worth the look at? Remember, pray, share, volunteer, and then donate if you can. This is out on our net. We know there is a person out there who has the means, without needing the fame and the fortune, to bring hope to veterans. God gave the plan, the land, and the time. He sent the team with the talent to this mission. And we are ready to execute. We're ready to pull the trigger and get rolling. But we cannot do that without your help. Share our mission. Tell somebody. In the discussions we're having, we need 40,949 people to give $20,000 or $22 a month. And that gets the main building on File Brush completed. Pretty simple. Share the mission. Tell people. Invest in Project Die Hard. You know, I always got to go out here and say, let us explain. Look, folks, there is no drugs or alcohol allowed within Project Die Hard. Says right there, Matthew 26:41. Watch and pray lest you enter into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. We will never put a veteran into temptation. Some may have a problem, some may not, but that's why we just don't allow it. But if you want to hold a fundraising event that involves that, thank you, God bless. If there's Project Die Hard personnel there, they will not partake. But we will support your event the best way we can. We will share it on social media. We'll tell everybody to come and visit. Well, if an ambassador's available in your area at that time, hey, they'll set up a table. If it works, if you say, I want Brian there, well, we're going to need about 6 months head on this. But if you want to set up a fundraising event, you got to email Beth at projectdiehard.org. She handles fundraising events. That's what she does. And I'm grateful for it. That way there, I don't got to look at all the stuff. Here it is. You want to help bring hope to veterans. We are here to answer your questions. Full transparency. My team is ready to rock and roll. If you have a question about our community support programs, general questions, you email ambassador@projectdiehard.org. A fundraising opportunities, Beth@projectdiehard.org. If you want tapped into the marketing team, Christy@projectdiehard.org. I tout, together everyone accomplishes more. So you want to join the team, volunteer@projectdiehard.org is the first step. My team will send you all the information. You fill out this thing so we can place you where you're going to do the best. If you want to be on this podcast, you have to have a product, a word of encouragement. You got to mean something to veterans. And for that, you go to monday@projectdiehard.org. My team will send you, hey, here's the info, here's what's allowed, here's not what's allowed. They'll do all that. If you want to record a message to veterans, a message of hope. This is not you're doing a commercial. No. This is a message of hope. You email my voice at projectdiehard.org. That is basically what's going on with the mission. Look, folks, I can't say it any plainer. We need your help. But with that, you got to know we're bringing hope to veterans. I don't know what else to say, but thank you and God bless to everybody that supports this mission, to all the volunteers, all the ambassadors, all the leadership team. because of their work is where this mission is growing. I take no credit, none whatsoever. All my praise and glory goes to God first and foremost. Then it goes to my team. I don't know. I didn't do nothing. My team did it. But I will tell you this. When something goes wrong, it hits my shoulders. Because I take full responsibility when things go wrong. I do. That's the sign of a good leader. All right. My rant's over. So let's bring back in our hostess with the mostest, Susan. Come on back.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that awesome update, Brian. So many good things going on here today. And over this past week and all the efforts that go in, it's amazing how much it takes to bring this all together. It truly is a team effort, and we appreciate you and all you're doing to lead this awesome team. And I'm excited to see where we head over the course of this next week. I know we have a wonderful guest joining us. I wonder if you want to go ahead and take on the introductions for her, as you do know her better than I do at this point. I'm excited to get a chance to meet her here tonight and learn more about what she all has going on, because there's some great things happening.
Yeah, in fact, we got to bring her out because we just got a message. Her computer's going to throw her into La La Land.
Yeah, my computer's got a mind of its own tonight. So I think I've got about 20 minutes before it's going to potentially boot me. But if it does, I will be back.
All right. So let's bring her in.
All right.
Hello. How's everybody doing?
Everybody welcome Kendra Campo.
Hello. I'm Kendra Campo. I'm with Blue Dragonfly LLC. Do you want me to go ahead and tell a little bit about what we do? Okay.
Tell what you do.
So what we do, we create original works of art specifically designed to meet our clients' needs. So we're designers, we're creators, innovators, especially at our craft. We put a lot of hard work into going into like our website designs, our graphic designs. We do brand identity, business strategy, whiteboard animation. We do a whole mosh posh of different services that we offer to every client. And the nice thing about us is like it is so tailored per client. So it's whatever your goals are, your thoughts are, everything that you could think of. We sit down with you, we go over everything, create you a whole little plan, and then we tailor it as we go.
Outstanding. Now, folks, I'm going to tell you right now, Blue Dragonfly is a mission supplier of Project Die Hard.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to ask the question, what made Blue Dragonfly come to Project Die Hard and help?
So both my parents are veterans, but my mom who is the owner of the Blue Dragonfly LLC. So I'm a co-owner of the company as well. She is a diehard veteran to the core. She is a Navy vet, stationed with the Marines when she was in her tour. So she came out and just had this like huge passion of like, what can I do? And so when she started her company, one thing that just weighed so heavy on her was, you know, how can I help the veteran community and how can I help anybody in need? So the whole goal was to lower any kind of like suicide prevention, just trying to do the right thing for people that need it. And so over the couple of years, she has partnered with so many other people, other communities, other companies, so that we can just try to be a little bit of a voice and a stepping stone for those vets that do need that help. So then we came into contact with Brian a few years ago, I believe. Yeah.
A few years ago, through the Dallas-Fort Worth Veteran Chamber of Commerce.
Yes. So she did start that a few years ago, and that's also our interweaving. Yeah.
This is how we're interweaving.
Mm-hmm.
But I've asked your mother this, and this, look, folks, Blue Dragonfly wouldn't be doing what they're doing for this mission if we were not completely financially transparent and a true nonprofit organization. I can guarantee you, Kendra here can tell you horror stories of other nonprofits that have crossed Blue Dragonfly's path.
Not anything crazy. But yeah, we've had, you know, the ups and downs of working with different organizations. And one thing I think we're really good at as like a company and as individuals is just being honest and upfront about everything. It's always better to tell the truth than to keep things hidden, you know? So especially with working with other people and other like personalities and other struggles that other companies go through, you know, our goal is we just want to help. You know, we are here to make somebody's life just even a smidge better, you know? So I think just being that upfront, being honest, being vulnerable with, you know, who we're working with is kind of what makes us a lot different than a lot of other companies.
Well,
As a graphic design company.
but again, it's a veteran-owned company helping a veteran nonprofit.
Yes.
That's teamwork making the dream work.
Exactly. Yep, that's right.
Okay. Yeah, this is how it works. Susan, you got any questions for her?
Absolutely. I'm excited to hear a bit more about what your role all is in your company and what you do directly with Project Die Hard, because I got a little snippet of it earlier. I wonder if you can share a little more.
Okay, so when she finally brought me into the company, like I said, I'm half co-owner of this whole Blue Dragonfly LLC. So I started taking over a lot of the graphics. So I make a lot of the, you know, any social media content, all the content within it. So a lot of writing, a lot of blogging, a lot of, you know, flyers, videos, everything that has to do with any of the creativity side of it. Like I can get like the most simple email of just like 5 photos and some words and they'll be like, figure it out. And I'll be like, awesome. So then I'll go back and I'll sit there and I'll make like 20 different types of graphics. And then I'll try to, you know, go into the website and pull information off and, you know, trying to change it up, put an expiring quote and the hashtags and everything like that. So I have my role is always up and down and always changing. So it's kind of here and there, logos, designs. Yeah, that's my part of the company.
Excellent. And so what got you started in that piece? Is this something, did you go to school for this? Were you just inspired for how you are approaching this?
No. So how I came into working with my mom, I got into a car accident 2 years ago. And it like shifted my entire life where I no longer could basically like walk for 8 months. And so I immediately like in the hospital was like, I have to figure something out. So I was like, the only thing that I could do was online. So I tried to do a couple of different companies at first. My mom's been asking me for years. She's like, just work with me. It's fine. I'm like, I'm a music major. Like, and I'm a server. Like, no, you know, I fought it for so long. And then finally I worked at a corporate company and it just wasn't working. And finally was like, okay, Mom, like you win, I'll do it, you know? Yeah. And at the time I've already been helping with the DFW Veterans Chamber and doing a lot of their graphics and content and blogging. And so I was like, I already had an idea of like what I was going to be doing. And so now I've just been like fully immersed in the past few months, just, you know, getting better, working on it and kind of going through it. But I had no experience. I'm a good writer. So it's like part of my degree was like communications in English and public speaking, and then on top of it was a performance major for singing. So it was just like I have a degree, but I use half of it, I guess. But yeah.
That's excellent. Oh, and it's I can hear the passion in your voice too.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, Brian.
Hold on. I heard singing.
Yeah. So I've done the national anthem for a lot of the Marine Corps leagues. Any of the I've done like 5 for some of their events and some of their the balls and stuff. So I've had the opportunity to also do that.
Well, you even before your mother came along, we have a song. A professional musician wrote this song for us.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
I feel like I've been on your side plenty of times.
We own it.
Okay.
So yeah, I might have to send you that and see if we can put
something.
a more up-to-date spin on it. I love the song. I love the message.
I'll add it to my list of things for you.
Now I heard singing.
Yeah. But I'm also my mom's entertainment.
Where my mind goes.
Yeah.
This is why I got this team, because they go, Brian, quit chasing squirrels.
Just have to ask the right questions, and then sometimes you'll get the right information, you know?
Oh, very, very fun. I love that you have the diverse background with all that. That does
Thank
make
you.
it brings
Yeah.
a dynamic piece to this that really I love.
Yeah.
So how long now? I think you said it already, but I missed it. How long have you been working with the company now?
I started probably like, I want to say within the last like 8 months, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. So fairly new with it. I'm pretty sure it's been about, yeah, that 6 to 8 range. Yeah. But it's not too
Awesome.
bad. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, and what's been your favorite piece of what you do? What do you really enjoy about it?
Um, I like writing, and I enjoy writing because it's like, you know, obviously as like a music major, that's, you know, a big portion of what you do is writing and writing. So I really like to make a lot of the content because it's like I'm talking about on the blogging part, I'm talking about a lot of serious stuff because I'm super into psychology. So I get to actually make a lot of, you know, key points that I've been thinking. So it's literally my thoughts that I'm just making for like, you know, Project Die Hard, like things that military vets or regular people just go through, trauma things, PTSD, injuries, how to recover. I get to kind of explore all of those aspects, and I get to write about it in my own kind of view, but it also makes sense for a lot of other people reading it. So that's kind of like my favorite. And then I really like making graphics. So I like to make the little cards that, you know, you'll see on like for Brian, I've done a bunch for him for Project Die Hard. I just like to be able to create different designs and the colors and getting to set up everything. So those are kind of like my two favorite things that I get to do.
Awesome. And I'm thrilled to be able to put a face to all the beautiful work that I've seen come through. So thank you for all you do for the mission here, because it's wonderful.
Yeah, I always wonder if people like what I'm doing because I'll
Oh,
send it back to my mom, who's Christy Campo, Christy Remmel. I'm sorry, she changed her name. I'll send it back to her, and she's like, "Great," and I'm like, "Great," as in like is it good? Did you look at it? And then I have no idea if anybody likes it, so I'm just like, "Well, I hope so." So that's really nice to hear that it's being appreciated.
Yeah, look,
Good.
if that came from you, thank you. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
Look, if your mother just passes it on to you, that's great.
Yeah. Most of the time I don't get a lot of information, which a lot of our clients like to do. They'll like send me a very vague email with just a couple pictures and a couple words. And then they're like, figure it out. And I'm like, got it. I will do my best.
Again, folks, if you want to help be a graphic artist, reach out
Mhm.
to Kendra there, to Christy, right? Because they control the marketing aspect of Project Die Hard.
Yes.
My only stipulation is what, Kendra?
Make sure you use the right colors in your company.
Use our colors, because every one of those colors has a meaning.
Yes.
Look, bring it. Bring your talent. Right?
I've got to ask the obvious question then. Tell us about the meaning of the colors that are in Project Die Hard.
Okay, you want me to do that?
Whoever wants to take it.
Kendra, I'm gonna have to take you to school here. So that way there, you know. Okay, purple and teal are what? National Suicide Awareness colors, right? So that's where we get our purple and teal. Because what are we fighting? Veteran suicide.
Correct.
Okay. The red is the blood spilt every day from veterans who lose that fight with the demon. Black, every day we're in mourning for those veterans, their families, it's in mourning. And then gray, everybody goes, what's the gray? The gray represents the troubled mind of veterans.
Mm-hmm.
Those are our colors. That's what every one of those colors means.
That's
I'm gonna do
perfect.
some
So
graphics for
good.
that.
Yeah.
I was like,
I'm so glad
my
you
notes real
explained
quick.
it.
I'll send you some graphics for that alone.
Yeah, again, that's what our colors mean.
Yeah.
I try to explain, your mother gets it, the leadership team gets it. Look, the plan is in place. People,
Mhm.
help. I got a great team here. You can see it right here on the screen. Help. I don't take a salary. Susan doesn't take a salary. Kendra doesn't take Die Hard money.
Nope.
She may take Blue Dragonfly money, but not Die Hard money.
No. Barely.
Okay. There's a big difference there.
It's a labor of love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we pay Blue Dragonfly? Yeah, we do. Because they host our website.
Mhm.
That's a cost. That's where your $22 a month goes. That's a cost. And you putting food on her table. See? All right, I'm guilting you. Kendra, do some tears or something. I mean,
That's need the Sarah what is the Sarah song that for that little animals that come on? That's what I need.
yeah. But again, folks, Blue Dragonfly is a veteran-owned company.
Mhm.
So when you invest with them, you're supporting a veteran-owned company. They can do more for us, a veteran nonprofit.
Right.
When you invest with us, you're supporting a veteran-owned company. You see how that works?
Full circle.
All right. So I think it's time we bring in our troublemaker.
The guy who stirs the pot.
Guy who stirs the pot. But I love him for it. I love him for it. And we had this discussion earlier, and I know he can hear us. But now, Kendra, is where we go into a veteran, quote unquote, issue where we deep dive into, where we skim a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to be talking about teamwork makes the dream work.
Right.
So, without ado, bring him in.
Come on in here.
There he is. There's Kurt. He is the analytical. Put it this way. He has better words to say than I do because I'm just going to say help. He explains why you need to. So we're going to start with Kurt. Kurt, teamwork makes the dream work. What does that mean to you?
Well, I mean, I kind of go right to my, world view on this is as my journey in life brought me to this issue over a decade ago through the sport of water skiing, actually, where injured, wounded vets participate in adaptive water ski programs, and then learning more about the veteran organizations and even learning here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, kind of what University of Wisconsin Milwaukee does with veterans in this issue, and going to all sorts of events and having experiences seeing that, stage productions like doing Shakespeare and so forth is actually helping veterans that are, dealing with, PTSD and so forth. But with everything being done and to the statistics of this, where, I've talked about it on many shows of past where this thing just keeps going on the uptick. So I just keep reminding people that with 8 billion people on Earth, nobody on the planet, nobody on the screen, nobody with the organization, nobody in our government, no church, nobody has the solution yet, it is enacting it out. We haven't realized seeing that veteran suicide would decline. And that's what this is about. So this is an all hands on deck initiative that, my expectation is that as we bring this message to other people, that nobody, turns a blind eye to this topic. Because basically you're saying if you do zero, if you do nothing, any person on the planet, if you do nothing, you're saying it's okay that people are dying this way. Veteran suicide. You're saying it's okay if you do nothing. So my message is about, no contribution is too small. Imagine if 8 billion people on Earth did a little something, certainly the numbers would go down. To me, that's what it's about. Back to you guys.
Okay, now my response to that is PDH Give Back Day is the second Saturday of every month. If you share a post, you tag Project DieHard in it, you do something, please do something. Okay? The ultimate is come to a facility. Bring your work gloves and muck boots. Because there's work to be done. Okay, so we will go to our guest next.
Can you come to the computer charger?
Oh, bring them on screen. I'll embarrass them.
Oh no, I was trying to get my computer charger.
What does teamwork makes the dream work mean to you? And why should people help?
You're asking me?
Yeah.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Well, I mean, how are you supposed to get anywhere if you don't have help from others? Because one person can't always do everything by themselves. And if you guys share a common goal, that will help kind of keep everybody in checks and balances. And so, what we do is that's one of our biggest goals is how can we help? Where can we help? And making sure that, we're keeping kind of focused on the same idea of what we're doing. Is this the right thing that we're doing? What can we do more of? And so for us, that's our main focus of like how we can, progress into something better.
Okay. Solid point. Again, this is open discussion, folks. This is it. These people on the screen do what they can. They need your help. They need your help. I'm going to continue on this mission. I'm blessed every day when I wake up and I see emails from my team. Hey, can we do this? Hey, can we do that? Go ahead. Hey. So step up. Volunteer at projectdiehard.org. Shoot an email. We'll get you into the team. He ran away.
Our daughter just got dropped off. He's got to answer the door because it's locked. He's on his own mission for the next moment here.
So, Susan, we're going to open it up to you. Same question. Teamwork makes the dream work. What does that mean to you?
To me, it goes beyond, let's see, it turns addition into multiplication because it's not just one more person doing a little bit more. It automatically multiplies that effort and makes it so much bigger instantly because no matter how you look at something, if you do it all by yourself, you can only do so much. As soon as you bring one more person in, it goes from, okay, I know what I could do, but now we have two of us. The excitement grows, the possibilities grow. It automatically gets bigger. And the more it grows, the more of the team you have, the more people that are getting their brains around it and getting their hands on it, the faster, the bigger it gets, the quicker. That's really not worded well, but you got the message.
The message is there. And look, folks, I'm going to put a point here. This little thing right here, this little handout that we're developing right now. I had a bunch of chicken scratch. That's what I send to my marketing people. I'm thinking of this.
Mm-hmm.
And look what we got. This is the official information packet of Project DieHard. Through schooling and teamwork and meetings and things. This is the end result of the mission being explained, what we're doing, and how you can help. And it's going out the same everywhere now. Because people said, you have to enforce this. You can't have people doing different things. Roger that. See, I do listen to your mother.
The other beautiful thing with teamwork, I don't have the talent to put together something as nice as that. I thank goodness there's somebody on the team who does, because that is not my strength. We all get to bring our different strengths to the table, and collectively, that's where it really it shines.
Right.
Yeah, again, look, folks, we listen to every idea. Kurt, chime in here. Yeah, right. You got some wing dingers that you send up sometimes, right?
Some wing dingers. Is this like a Kentucky term?
But
what are you referring to?
But do we not take every idea into consideration?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and it's not only take it into consideration, we encourage it, because how are we going to get to the level of creativity that we need to, the idea is, there's a saying along the lines that we're not going to fix the problems of today with the thinking of yesterday. We got to keep evolving our solution development and how we're moving forward on this, because the decades of past show that, like I say, even though there's a monstrosity of resources and effort and money put to this, we're still not, solving it to bring it to reduction. And so you got to bring it all, and don't leave anything in the chamber between your ears. Bring that out through the mouth, write it out, make a graphic about it, whatever it is. We gotta shower this issue.
Develop the idea, right?
Yeah.
And look, folks, I will tell you how it goes. It goes out to the ambassadors first. This idea came to us. And then they tear it up. They do. They ask, okay, how does this benefit the mission? What is it going to cost the mission? But they do all that, because every one of them has their own different take on an idea. When it's done there, then it comes up to the leadership team. And then they do it. They tear it apart and rearrange it and make it thing. And that's how we get the best idea to move forward on. And look, I'll be honest. My team shoots me down about 8 out of 10 times. They do. And I'm grateful for it. Because I get some real bangers, don't I? Look, when I'm up at 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, and they open their emails in the morning, they go, oh, Brian's on it. Because that's...
Yeah, I think all of that goes to clarity, because Sue can tell you, I've said for decades, having a strong conversation about what we're not going to do, and this goes for other things in life for sure, that, that starts to give you that platform, to kind of develop ideas that, are on the right track, because if the group consensus discernment is like, that's not really our best bet for 2024, what we can handle right now. all those parameters that exercises the muscle, that reticular activation. So when the light bulb goes off, it's like it's lighting up a room, but that room is somewhere else in the world. Now with Project Die Hard, maybe. That type of
Okay, that brings up Hope Stock. Canceled, right? That wasn't just me going, I don't feel like doing it. That was my team coming together. Look, can we do this? Can we do this? And they showed the ups and the downs and the right, because in my eyes, we're doing it. But calmer minds did that. But that brings me into another thing. Our annual Fill the Can Challenge. Yeah, that ain't going nowhere.
Tell us more. Tell us more.
Well, you guys should already know about it first and foremost, because we've been doing it since we started. But the annual Fill the Can Challenge, this is our annual fundraising event. People get a can to put out in their business. We're starting a new thing this year that if you can't get a can, physically get a can in your business, you can use social media to raise your funds. Right? Here it is. Here's the challenge. You raise funds for Project Die Hard. The one that raises the most between Memorial Day and July 4th gets their name on the Fill the Can traveling trophy.
Ooh.
I get
Little
it.
pride
Do what you
involved.
Yeah. That you, when you win, you get to display that for a year. To pound your chest and say, look what we won. We did this.
We got to make sure they literally pound their chest, and we get that. We got to have them on this show.
Oh, we will.
Everybody watch them pound their chest.
We will. We will give the women the opportunity to come on this show and brag.
There you go.
Humbly. But still brag.
So is the slogan for that campaign, do what you can?
That's an idea.
It's not a bad idea.
Bing, the light bulb went off.
Teamwork.
Look, that's an idea. Kendra?
I like that.
Yeah, look. That's an idea.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Can. Fill the can.
Or fill the can.
Don't kick the can.
Get off your can. Do something.
Now that's the Sue I know. That's why we call her Tsunami Sue. You know, she pours it on.
Again, folks, this is teamwork in action right here. We have an annual fundraising event that we've had some good success with, some years not so. So 2024 has to be a good year. That's how things move. So, you know what? I wasn't going to bring it up, but I did, and I'm glad I did, because now we got a collective mind working here going, kick the can, fill the can. I love it.
I love slogans. They're so
There we go.
fun.
We got the can-do attitude here.
Yeah. Speaking of that, we got 21 brand new cans donated to us.
Ooh.
We have to get ready for Fill the Can. So if you know somebody who can do some metal work, reach out. We need the help.
You said metal work? I actually know somebody that did that as a trade. He bought all of his equipment, so if that's what you're looking for, I might have someone for you. And he's actually a vet.
It's 12 hours to where you live. I'll drive to drop off this pallet of ammo cans to get them done.
Is that bad?
It's not.
We can make it happen.
I look, I got in-laws living in Houston.
I also have a truck. My sister and I can just go pick it up. We used to do that too on like a side gig. We would take deliveries to roofing companies. We could just go get it.
Again, I got a pallet in the back of my truck. Everybody goes, why are you going to take that out of your truck? I'm not moving it 10 times.
Yeah.
It'll sit there until somebody says, hey, I can do that for you. Then I take it to them and they do it.
Yeah.
See? All right. Well, we're a little early today, but again, this was a very successful show.
All right, I want to dive in for some insight here from Kendra. I want to pose it to Kendra this way. There was a great part of your life where Project Die Hard was nothing. Project Die Hard was nothing in your life, Kendra.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was that moment where you heard the words Project Die Hard.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that moment?
I remember it before I even started working, like doing any kind of creative graphics. I remember when I don't remember how long ago it was, but I remember hearing my mom constantly talk about, I just started Project Die Hard. This is what they do. And I used to hear just the name all the time. It was more of a name, and I understood what you guys were about and what we were trying to do until I actually started to like see everything and then learn more about the company and start creating all your graphics and stuff. But it's been a while, I think years before I even started with you, when I just heard the name constantly in my house.
There you go. Well, that's big. That's a big insight, because that's part of what Sue and I do as ambassadors, is to make sure that people hear about Project Die Hard, and we keep beating that drum, because you never know how many times you got to go back to that individual and tell the act.
Mm-hmm.
We talk a lot about a lot of our companies constantly. Project Die Hard is probably like one of our top conversations of, you know, what can we do? How can we do it better? How can it look better? And like, what can we creatively, you know, do to kind of grab attention? So y'all's company is literally in our family's home constantly.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just made his day.
Right. On that, I will tell you right now, because I'm telling you what I'm praying for her mother, that whole family. They need 2 more clients for websites. They need 2 more clients for websites.
Mm.
You've seen Project Die Hard. You've seen the graphics. You've seen their work. You've heard their commitment to their clients. I see tons and tons of posts all through Facebook, all through, oh, is there a company for this? Is there a company for that? Look at Blue Dragonfly.
Mm-hmm.
They're a mission partner. They don't join our mission unless they've gone through our vetting process and all that stuff. So you know we only take the best. So Blue Dragonfly is worth you looking at.
At least for a consultation. And then you can decide after.
Yeah. Doesn't hurt to talk.
Mm-hmm.
No.
But
Doesn't
I
hurt.
would tell you, don't talk. Just say, here's what I need.
Mm-hmm.
Project Die Hard said you're good. Run with it.
Yeah.
Pricing, that's on you guys.
Yeah.
I have no control over that.
Yeah. And we're very fair. We're very much of like, you know, how can we help, you know, who's coming in with us. So everything is really tailored to company, to where their budget is, to what their needs are, to we're never going to try to overcharge or, you know, cut corners or anywhere there. It's very, very tailored to just helping.
Again, they're really, really good. Look, the price they charge Project Die Hard, that's between me and Blue Dragonfly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tell you, it's not full retail.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, you got to work out your own deals, folks.
Right.
But
So Kendra, if people are liking this idea of, you know, turning to you guys for website stuff, you know, how do they act on that? Like, how do they reach you? Where do they call? How do they find you online? So on and so forth.
Well, I don't know where I can post it on here if anybody can see that, but if not, then our website is bludragonfly.net. And so we have our contact page in there. It's at the very top of the site. You can't miss it. It will have our Christy Remmel's phone number or email. And then if you just send us a message, send us a text, give us a call, leave us a voicemail, all of the 9 yards, even social media, it's the same. Christy Remmel. All of her social medias pop up as Christy Remmel. And then, yeah, any of those kind of platforms, you can just reach out to us, and we're pretty fast on responses, especially if you reach out to the phone number.
Hey, folks, our followers, if you're following us on Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn, you saw Kendra's picture today saying she's going to be on the Monday Mission podcast.
I didn't even know I was on there.
Right? All that contact information is right there at your fingertips.
Mhm. Yep.
This isn't, look, we help those who help us. They're a mission supplier. Join the team. Reach out to Susan, to Kurt. They'll walk you through it. If you need me involved in it,
Remember, it's easy to reach us. Susan at projectdiehard.org. Kurt at projectdiehard.org. Reach out. We're here.
again, they will walk you through the process.
Mhm.
So I want to bounce in here real quick. Kendra, I want to pick your brain for another thing here.
Okay.
We've been talking a lot of, like, in your position as, you know, a supplier, a resource partner. And then we talked a lot about volunteerism and so forth. And then your amazing graphics and going out and drumming up support. You know, hopefully everything helps us get volunteers and participation and monetary support. But Kendra, what are you ultimately hoping that with all of your efforts, and you described how in your company, this is such a primary element.
Mhm.
What are you hoping for the veterans, like you to our veterans out there? What is your relationship, you know, in this for the veterans that are in this darkness,
Yeah.
you know, fighting the demons, and, you know, where your heart is at? What
Yeah.
are you hoping happens for those veterans that need us?
So I have like a different outlook because I'm not a vet. I didn't ever join, but my mom is. So obviously, like, her as a vet has like a stronger impact on it. But because both my parents were, I was very invested in, you know, that kind of life for so many years. A lot of the younger people is where I have more of the opportunity to help. So a lot of my friends around like the ages from like young 20s to 30s, I've been able to actually bring to, you know, different companies. So like I just told Brian earlier, I was like, the guy I'm seeing, I was like, he probably needs to come talk to you guys. Like, that's kind of where my kind of focus have shifted, where that's where I can help, you know, maybe not so much the adults aren't going to listen to me because I'm, you know, late 20s. So I'm just a kid. Like, what do I know? But people my age is kind of where I can really, you know, hear their story, hear what they're going through, and giving them an opportunity to be connected with either Project Die Hard, DFW Veterans Chamber, and all the other, you know, nonprofits that we work with, just to be able to help them with either PTSD, transitioning from, you know, being a soldier to, you know, our life, you know, just trying to help wherever and whoever I can is kind of more on like my goal, especially, you know, since I don't know too much, you know, and I can only do so much. So if that's the little bit I can do is bring anybody in to help them, then I've done it, you know?
Well, I'm going to pop back on that because whenever I speak, right, people ask, well, what can I do? Right? Well, besides helping Project Die Hard, the first thing is listen. Listen. when you ask a veteran, hey, how's your day going? You might be that voice that they needed to hear at that particular moment in time.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Yeah, that's the first thing anybody can do is learn how to listen.
Right. Yeah.
And it sounds like you do that great.
Yeah. I've had a lot of friends over the years, which I didn't like intentionally know that this was going to happen. It was just kind of people gravitate towards me, especially in service members and veterans around my age range and about my friend group. And I've had a lot of them, you know, start communicating to me about like some of the things that happened or the stuff that they went through. And then I'm like, oh, well, like I have somebody you can talk to, or like this person might know how to help transition or get you where you need to be. And so without intentionally knowing that I was doing it, I was already kind of in the role that I am now, just a little bit younger. And now I'm trying to, you know, get a little bit better at it and kind of recognize things a little bit sooner and faster. That way I can make at least a little bit of a difference, even if it is like one or two people here and there.
Again, if you touch one veteran's life and you save that life,
Yeah.
mission accomplished.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. With that, folks, I think we need to wrap this up. Jeremy Daniels, thanks for hopping on. Remember to share this out. When you go to that YouTube channel at Project DieHard, start at 000.00 and then share it out so people can get the whole thing, not just the clip it. All right, y'all. From Project DieHard, thank you and God bless. Everybody wave bye-bye.
See you back here, same time next